Search not found? What now? Just recently, I saw a video from Smash JT. Turns out, Sweet Baby Inc. has just scrubbed their website. Now, based on the article from Smash JT, there were once a client list, but now it's gone. So, it begs the question, what are they hiding? But first, an added context, let's go react to Smash JT's video. I'm not gonna play all of it, but at least I'm gonna play snippets to get the full context.
In moments when this movement couldn't dig up like another reason to attack us, they would just kind of move on to other groups who they perceive to be like us. All while, doing the work of erasing all of those people's and our actual jobs and interest and papering over it with kind of, that rallying cry of far-right supremacy, DEI.
Really, Kimberly? Are you sure, comrade?
Happened when I was editing my video talking about how Sweet Baby Inc.'s website was completely dismantled and removed a whole bunch of very vital information that allowed us to use them as a resource to find out what games they worked on so we knew what we could avoid. They took away all the game companies, all the client lists, all the games they used to work on, and it's just a straight up bare bones website right now. And I was editing that video and I was like, oh, I need some B-roll footage because I talk about Kim Belair here. Let me look her up. You know what I typically do when I'm making a video? I like to emphasize and drive home the points. So I look up the information. And sure enough, wouldn't you know it, they posted a video that same day of Kim Belair talking at the XOXO Fest about the hate campaign that gamers have gone on against Sweet Baby Inc. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And this video that I stumbled upon last night accidentally exposes exactly what the thinking is behind the scenes at Sweet Baby Inc.
Wow, there's a lot of names, folks. I'm gonna guess this one is Asmongold, Sael, it's a Gundam, Sael 2. I don't know who this is, these two. This is Vera Dark, Rev, Hypnotic. Where's Geeks and Gamers? This one right here, I'm guessing it's Yellow Flash. I can't say for certain. I don't remember who this is. Maybe you guys can tell me if you identify any of them. Before we let Smash continue forward, let's talk about this one thing. Right now, Unknown 9 Awakening is about to release in just 2 days at the time of this upload. So that is already been confirmed that it's part of a Sweet Baby Inc. But now it's hidden, so it's gonna be difficult to even identify where they are. So best bet, I mean, there's a few. I don't know if even the rain is taking notice. What I believe is that besides the credits, sometimes you have to be first. It's not gonna be day one purchase because we all know that these companies like to give it to shills who support them. They're not gonna give people like us. Won't. So let's continue forward.
They refuse to take any accountability whatsoever for their actions and how they off-put and place the blame on the gaming community in general to enable Sweet Baby Inc. to play the perpetual victim, going so far as to up to and including hating on Elon Musk and calling him a buffoon because apparently it's totally fine for Kim Belair and Sweet Baby Inc. to call other people names, but God forbid anyone hold Sweet Baby Inc. accountable for the awful things that they do. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down how Kim Belair took the stage at the XOXO Fest 2024, discussing the hate campaign against Sweet Baby Inc. and just how awful gamers are in general, and why Sweet Baby Inc. is just so misunderstood, and if people would just let them do their thing, there wouldn't be any problems. They could take the money from these game companies, completely ruin the franchises, and everyone's happy.
What happens when you get harassed is also that you realize all you have is each other. And you can maybe call it trauma bonding, but when there are no prizes and no funds and no vacations and as compensation, right, and the only thing you have on your plate is suddenly your widely derided work, you also start to make more space for each other. You start to recognize that the work will sometimes feel thankless, but that you still love it. And you love it, fortunately or unfortunately, because you get to do it together as a team, and for us, that means we're doing it as Sweet Baby Inc.
Kim Belair attempted to paint a rosy picture of her company and herself as the perpetual victims of an unjust hate campaign.
First and foremost, just before we let this continue, I saw another video from Geeks and Gamers about this. They found out that the video from the XOXO Festival, they just disabled the dislike and likes. And also the comments. What do you know? Surprising. Because they knew they don't want to get backlash, so they just disable everything. I mean, there are not going to be any comments because they knew every comments will be negative, not good enough for them. Let's continue further. Again, I will leave the full video link in the description. I have one more place I had to snippet and then we'll talk about it.
I'm just totally misunderstood, you know. I just want to make the games great. We got these great people working with us, but these awful gamers are just trying to ruin our lives with this awful hate campaign.
Yeah, it made us realize that this was huge. We were being attacked in a massive and coordinated campaign of harassment, and that sucks. But it does get me closer to the question of what happens when you get harassed.
Belair presents herself as a narrative expert, but after painfully watching this entire speech, it was clear that her true expertise lies in the lies, spinning a story where her company is always the wronged party, and never, ever acknowledging any wrongdoing or accountability ever. Have you guys noticed a trend here, by the way, with people on that side, how they refuse to accept any accountability, how they refuse to tell the full story, how they refuse to say, oh, you know what? Could have been better here. That's why this is happening. No, there is zero acknowledgement of that. It's always someone else's fault. The perpetual victim syndrome. It is happening right here, clear as day.
That's me. I'm the CEO. I have issues. But yeah, this went on for weeks and then months. At its peak, which was somewhere around like February, March of this year, we were getting something like 300 emails a day, which admittedly some of those are going to be spam or bots or whatever it is, but they were often accompanied by death threats, threats to our family. We did have one bomb threat made to the police.
All right, see that, folks? I'll put the full video link in the description. Now, what do we get from this? They're scrubbing everything, because one thing I did notice for certain when I made this, I react to a trailer called Terminator Survivor. I see the development team, but the publisher is Eco Software, and Eco Software is within Sweet Baby Inc. client list. I don't know for certain. I haven't exactly checked on Terminator Survivor or that for that matter, but you know, let me check. It's October 24th. I need to see if have they delayed. Oh, yep, they delayed it. I think maybe Nacon knew about this and they had to delay it. It's just me. It is unconfirmed at this point because the developer, Nacon, is in fact from Milan. However, if you look at the Steam page, oh, wait, I thought the publisher was Eco Software. I think it is. Wow, looks like the thunder. I think they need some time because remember, based on this is about, I don't know if this is a live service or a single player because based on this, it says, oh, open world and co-op. There's no single player. There's also multiplayer, sandbox, crafting, all that stuff, and base building, online co-op. So we just have to wait and see, and frankly, I'm gonna make another video after this where how we can identify this. So keep an eye out for that. Guys, we have to be careful. Remember, Sweet Baby Inc. is hiding and they're afraid. Yes, we are winning, but we have to be vigilant. They may be gone, but they're not done yet. Remember Battle of the Bulge? The evil guy with the mustache wasn't ready to give up, so he went for one last attempt, which doomed him forever. That was World War II, Battle of the Bulge. So we have to be careful. Sweet Baby Inc. is not done yet. They'll be on their last leg, but they'll find ways to get back. Leave a like and subscribe. If you want any gaming news, reviews, or anything, visit my first channel up here or link in the description.